Cześć, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z serii CZYTAJ The Black Mirror. Ostatnio wróciliśmy z Walii do naszej posiadłości i dowiedzieliśmy się, że Robert tego samego dnia, kiedy my wyjechaliśmy do posiadłości, to on pojechał do Ashbury i nie wrócił, niestety. A poza tym dowiedzieliśmy się, że wilki pogryzły tam jakiegoś chłopca. Aczkolwiek wy już pewnie się domyślacie kogo. Udamy się do Willow Creek, żeby zdobyć nieco więcej informacji. Do pubu. Okej.
Master Gordon, have you heard what happened?
Yes, I have.
Poor boy. And I was so mean to him. I hope someone kills that beast of a wolf real soon. I'll hang its stuffed coat above the door. You can count on that.
How do you know it was a wolf?
Well, what else could it be? It was a wolf, that's for sure.
Maybe.
Tak. Wszyscy sądzą, że to wilk. Pogadamy z grabarzem na temat tego wilka.
I need to talk to you.
O, Boże.
Go ahead, but make it quick.
Coś słaby zapłon ma ten grabarz.
Have you heard what happened?
Yeah, it's terrible. You know, I don't get distressed easily, but this boy, I feel sorry for him. They found him torn to pieces. Those damn beastly wounds. I'd like to see traps set all over the place, and shoot whatever the traps don't take care of.
Where did it happen?
Close to the old mines, right around that bloody altar.
Stonering?
Yes, there. That place is haunted, that's for sure. It was once the sacred ritual place of the druid wizards. It's an evil place. Poor little thing.
Stonering. I used to play there as a child too. I should go have a look around there.
Okej. Także wiemy, gdzie znaleźć wilka i pojawił nam się na mapie właśnie ten kamienny krąg. Tutaj widzę, do kopalni i do Hermana nie możemy się udać niestety. Także idziemy do kamiennego kręgu.
From Willow Creek, I set my steps towards the dark woods at the edge of our manor. My thoughts were with the ritual place of the ancient druids, Stonering.
O, mamy koliera.
Mr. Gordon, may I ask what you are doing here? Why have you come to this place?
No, możemy powiedzieć pozytywnie lub negatywnie. Chyba najlepiej będzie odpowiedzieć pozytywnie.
I heard what happened, and I wanted to see for myself. I don't like what's been happening at all. You don't mind, do you?
No, it's all right as long as you do not impede my investigation. Strange that we should meet again at a place where tragedies occur. Don't you think?
No, I don't. I'm trying to understand what is going on here. Just like you.
This is police work, Mr. Gordon. Things have been getting more and more complicated recently, and I don't need more added confusion. No offense intended.
None taken. I quite understand. Can you at least describe to me what happened?
Well, since you've come this far, I suppose I should tell you what I know. But first, you tell me what you already know, so I'm not wasting my time.
I only know that they found the body of a young boy here, and it appears that he was killed by wolves.
Then you know almost all that I do. There's not much more I can add to that. The boy probably wandered too far from the woods last night. Very imprudent. When the wolves attacked him, he was trying to escape. Unfortunately, the furious beasts got the unlucky lamb. You know the rest.
Don't you find it odd that the bloodstains are only on that big stone in the middle?
I'd say the boy was trying to run to a higher place. But it was no help. That's all I'm willing to tell you. Gordon, I don't want you to speak about this with anyone else, you understand? People know way too much already, and I don't want to be adding to any scary, tall stories.
I'll keep it to myself.
Good. I need to reflect on a couple of matters.
Of course. Would you mind if I had a look around here?
What makes you so interested in all this? You wouldn't happen to know anything I don't, would you?
Nie, nic nie wiemy.
Of course not.
You would tell me if that were the case, right?
Certainly.
Very well then. Do whatever you want here. I have no reason to ask you to leave.
Jeszcze możemy zapytać o Henry'ego.
Have you found out anything new about Henry's death?
Yes, a new fact has come to light that has made things clearer to me. I was just about to close the case, but then I spoke with the pathologist.
Dr. Herman?
It seems that Mr. Stanton did not die by suffocation, or drowning for that matter.
How did he die then?
Herman has not been able to determine the exact cause yet. He has not arrived at a conclusive assessment yet, so I gave him some more time. What's certain, though, is that Stanton's lungs were not full of water, as is common with drowning. You see what this could mean if it were confirmed.
Not quite, Detective.
It would mean that he died somewhere else, and his body was carried and dumped into the fountain.
Another murder then?
Doubtless, should Herman confirm his theory. I will not tell you anything else. You are more than necessary already. I would, however, like to ask you something. Just a routine, you see, Gordon.
Yes, go ahead.
I have only one question. Where were you yesterday?
Tak, przesłuchanie. Raczej nie mamy nic do ukrycia.
Well, if you must know, I was visiting my relatives at a remote manor in Wales.
And what was the purpose of that visit?
Well, just family visit, nothing special. Why are you interested?
Just a routine question, Gordon.
That's all for now.
All right.
Okej. Także możemy zająć się za exploring. Zakrwawiony ołtarz.
So much blood. So this is where little Victor...
No, tak. Wik tutaj skonał.
Blood on the stone hasn't even dried yet.
Smutna. Przy tak dziecko umarło.
A wind chime made of metal strips and iron fragments.
To jest straszne. Aczkolwiek to miejsce jest wintrze do gry.
Strange. The plant that's clinging to it looks burnt.
Wow. Okej, możemy jeszcze coś obejrzeć. Menhiry. Menhiry.
One of three menhirs that form a triangle around the altar. The stones may have played a role in the druids' rituals.
Ciekawe, co tutaj robili druidzi. Jak jeszcze tu byli. W tych lasach. Ale tutaj mamy menhir, który troszeczkę się wyróżnia.
Another symbol.
Ciekawe. Tak, już trzeci symbol,
I should make a drawing of it.
który teraz przerysujemy sobie do pamiętnika Williama.
Done.
Okej. W sumie jestem ciekaw, czym on go przerysował, bo nie ma tutaj w ekwipunku żadnej kredki i ołówka. Może naskrobał na papierze małym nożykiem, nie wiem. Nie wnikam. Tutaj jeszcze coś jest. Roślinka.
There are many such as these in the forest. Green fern.
Procie. I teraz klikamy prawym. Coś tam, patrzy, rozgląda się.
A small piece of cloth is sticking from under the leaves.
Tak.
The detective probably doesn't know about it. Green fern.
Mogę
I
tu
can't
powiedzieć.
pick it up now. Collier would see I found some. I've got to distract him somehow.
Oczywiście, a Collier nie może się dowiedzieć, że my coś tutaj zabierzemy z tego miejsca zbrodni. Tutaj mamy kamień.
One of the many stones around the altar. Perhaps they were once used to form a circle around the altar.
Możliwe. Wylejemy na niego krew, którą mamy jeszcze z wali, tą zwierzęcą krew. O,
This should keep the detective busy for a while.
kilka godzin. Tak, w sumie dziwne, że ta krew się tak nie rozleje przy tym deszczu. Chociaż nie wiem, nie znam się.
Detective,
Yes?
Poinformujemy go o tym symbolu.
I have had a look around this place, and I've noticed something. You might be interested in this.
Yes. I'm listening.
There is a symbol of some sort over there on that big stone to the left.
Yes, I've seen it. It could have been here for years, maybe even longer.
Oh, I don't think so.
Why do you say that?
Jak odpowiedzieć? Negatywnie?
I don't know. Just wondering. I may be mistaken.
I do not think it's connected to this unfortunate matter.
Well, forget it then. It probably means nothing.
Right.
No.
It's probably an old sign that had a common meaning in these parts.
Ciekawe, co byśmy powiedzieli, gdybyśmy powiedzieli pozytywnie. Tak, musimy teraz odwrócić jego uwagę na kilka godzin.
Something that may interest you. There is a stain here on the stone behind you. I think it might be blood.
Where exactly is it?
Right behind you. On the right.
Thanks for warning me. I didn't notice it at first.
You're welcome.
Tak, on się odwróci, nie będzie nas patrzał.
I have to pick up the handkerchief while he is distracted elsewhere.
Gdzie to było? Tu. Więc zabieramy tą chusteczkę.
The Gordon symbol is embroidered in the cotton. How could the handkerchief have gotten there?
Ciekawe. Podejrzane. Tajemnicze. Tak, kilka godzin już minęło.
I won't be interrupted.
Okej, dobra, już nic chyba tutaj nie zrobimy. Udamy się do Hermana. Ten ma dla nas coś ciekawego zapewne do powiedzenia. Tam już nie możemy chyba
I should
zajrzeć.
ring the bell.
To dzwoni.
I need...
Tak. Ten mroczny domek, jak tu dawno nie byliśmy. Do kostnicy. A tak, teraz na miejscu Hermana znalazł się Wik. On nie ma nogi, jej. Dziwne, że on nie jest przykryty.
Mr. Gordon, to what do I owe your visit today?
Good afternoon, Doctor. I have come to ask you about something.
Oh, would you believe that does not actually surprise me? In fact, I sensed that you would show up. You have come because of that poor boy, correct?
Yes, mainly.
So, what do you want to know?
Także o Wiku.
I spoke with Collier about that boy. We were standing at the place where it happened. He didn't tell me much, other than the boy was killed by wolves.
Yes, that was the original theory. The wounds were suggestive of an animal's assault. After a closer analysis, however, I can safely reject that possibility.
So you have a different opinion?
Yes, I have. The cause of death was severe blood loss and critical injuries of numerous organs. No animal living in these lands would be capable of doing this.
Wow.
Not injuries like these.
What about an entire pack of wolves?
The signs on the body are clear. No traces of sharp teeth bites, nothing like that.
So do you have a possible explanation?
I do not exactly know yet, but the boy was certainly not killed by wolves or any other animal. Of that, I'm positive.
To ciekawe, co się z Wickiem stało. I w ogóle ciekawe, że tam znaleźliśmy tą chusteczkę właśnie tego Gordona z tym wyhaftowanym herbem rodu Gordonów. Ciekawe, co ona tam robiła. Także może teraz to...
Yes?
Have you found out anything new regarding that strange thing you told me about?
Do you mean Henry's body? No, I have not. I need much more time for that.
To nic ciekawego nie powiem. Jeszcze o Robercie możemy coś wspomnieć.
When did you last see Robert?
Some 3 days ago, I think. If you are looking for him, it is best to call the sanatorium. He is there constantly.
No one has seen him in a while, and Victoria is becoming worried. I just wondered whether he had been here lately.
He has not been here for quite some time. But then again, there is no purpose to his visit as far as I can tell. The last time I saw him was after William's funeral and not since.
If you hear anything about him, please let us know.
Certainly.
Ciekawe, że go nie widział. Choć w sumie wiemy, że oni mają jakieś układy. Teraz może udamy się do Black Mirror. I zobaczymy tę skrzynkę na listy.
There's a letter in it. Maybe Bates forgot to pick it up. I'll take it.
On powiedział, że nie ma żadnych listów.
Dear Father, hopefully it will be your hands that my letter reaches first.
I cannot endure staying locked away in this horrible place. Therefore, I have decided to do what I should have done a long time ago. I will explain everything when we meet at our place. I know that you will understand. James.
Father, so James is William's son.
O,
Why didn't Victoria tell me when we spoke before?
to ciekawe. List od tajemniczego gościa ze zdjęcia, od Jamesa. Tak. The Black Mirror. Gdzieś tu na górę pewnie będzie Victoria. Będzie coś tutaj?
Today's newspaper.
Nie. Pokój Wiktorii. Tutaj powinna być Wiktoria.
May I speak with you for a while, Victoria?
Of course, Samuel.
Okej. Także może najpierw o Robercie, po kolei.
I'm concerned about Robert.
I appreciate your concern. I spoke with the sanatorium's head nurse a few minutes ago. She had no news of him whatsoever. I'm worried, Samuel. Something strange is going on. I fear something may have happened to him.
I'm sure Robert will manage.
Do not underestimate this, Samuel. He is my oldest son, and then I have no one left but you.
I'm quite sure nothing has happened to him. Everything will get sorted out soon.
I hope you are right. I cannot wait in uncertainty any longer. We must do something. I would like you to go to Ashbury to find out what happened. Here we wait in darkness, and I have no one else that can go. Will you do it for me, Samuel?
Of course. I'll set off straight away.
No, please do not go in the middle of the night. It will be better to go in the morning.
I don't mind traveling at night, and it is best that I go as soon as possible.
Are you certain?
The sooner I find out something, the better.
All right, then. But please take care of yourself, will you, Samuel?
Jeszcze my gdzieś znikniemy.
I must go to Ashbury and figure out what happened.
Dobra, jeszcze o Jamesie.
Victoria, I found a letter in which James writes to William. He addresses him as Dear Father. So who is James, in fact?
Oh, well, it does not matter anymore anyway. It is true, Samuel. James is William's illegitimate son. I could not tell you before when you showed me that picture. I didn't want anyone to know. This secret must be buried along with William.
I understand.
Would you please excuse me now, Samuel?
Także ciekawe. Teraz pojedziemy do Ashbury.
Set off for Ashbury to find out why Robert hadn't returned yet. Someone has to know something about him there.
No i w sumie to będzie najmroczniejsze miejsce w całej
Ashbury
grze.
Sanatorium, the place of laments, as William used to call it.
Mhm. A natomiast w samym środku, w samym budynku będzie jeszcze mroczniej. Musieć palić światło. Okej, także może spróbujemy wejść. Dzwonek. Tak jak w przypadku pewnie będzie u Hermana.
Hello?
Hello?
I know this is an awkward hour, but can you let me in? I would like to visit one of the patients.
We do not allow anyone in at this time. I'm sorry. You will have to come during regular visiting hours.
Tomorrow will be too late. Please, let me in and I'll explain everything.
Oh, are you a doctor?
No, I'm not.
Who have you come to visit then, in the middle of the night?
I've come because of Robert Gordon. He is the director here.
Yes, I happen to know who's director here, Mr.
Samuel Gordon. I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself.
Very well then. I'll make an exception, Mr. Gordon. Push the gate open when you hear the buzzer and go straight to the main entrance. I will be expecting you in the lobby.
Thank you.
Okej.
Thank you for letting me in.
Well, I would not have let you in if you weren't a relative of the head doctor.
Yes, actually, he is what I'm here about. You see, he hasn't shown up for a couple of days now, and I was hoping you might know something.
I'm afraid I will have to disappoint you then. He left the sanatorium the day before yesterday, late at night, and has not turned up again since.
Are you sure?
Of course. I have been on duty every day.
What time did he leave?
Around midnight, I believe. He always leaves quite late. He has had a lot of work to do lately.
Did he mention where he was going, or say anything unusual?
Give me a minute. No, I don't recall him saying anything special. In fact, he was very tired. Just said good night and left.
To ciekawe. Od 3 dni nikt go nie widział, nikt nic o nim nie wie. Pewnie zginął. I to dosłownie zginął.
I would like to visit a patient named James. Can you show me to his cell?
No, that's not possible, Mr. Gordon.
Can't you let me in?
Unfortunately, you will not be able to visit him, no matter what I could or could not do.
I don't understand.
Don't you know? James escaped the night before yesterday. I thought someone had told you.
No, I didn't know. How did he escape?
He must have gotten into the sewer system under the building. It should have occurred to me that he might do something like this.
Why? Did he say something to you?
Yes, I spoke to him the day before. He seemed much more anxious than usual. But there was more to it. I don't know if I can tell you. It is a delicate situation.
Please speak. It might be important. Maybe it will shed some light on the whole matter with Robert.
Do you think it may be related?
I don't have a clue. Please tell me what you know.
All right. James was more anxious than usual, as I said. It was hard to understand what he was trying to tell me, but it was the head doctor that he was speaking about. He said he knew something important, but he could not tell anyone what it was.
Did he say what it was exactly?
No. It seemed to me that he was afraid to talk. He kept asking me to put in a word for him with one of the doctors so he could go home. But he insisted that I not mention it to the head doctor. He acted quite desperate, so I promised I would help him.
What happened then?
Well, James does tend to be very moody, but I would not say that he is dangerous. I have known him for years now, and most of the time he's made very little trouble. So I went to the head doctor to ask him for a temporary leave permit for James.
But you said he didn't want Robert to know.
I had to promise that, but without the signature of the head doctor, no patient can leave this place. He didn't agree, though, and defended his opinion quite firmly. It seemed rather strange to me, such rigidity, I mean.
Did you speak with James after that?
No, I didn't want to further disconcert him. And the next day, he escaped. I cannot tell you anything more. I have no idea why he wanted to go back home so suddenly.
You have been quite helpful. Thank you.
Why would James want to get away so desperately and suddenly? And why didn't Robert allow him to return to the castle? It seems to me that these things are related.
No oczywiście, że są powiązane z Samuel.
That's all. Thanks.
Robert pewnie nie lubi Jamesa, dlatego nie wpuścił go do domu, do zamku Black Mirror.
It's full of clean water. The water in it will be pretty cold.
A tutaj chyba musimy zamoczyć tą chusteczkę. I potem to nam się przyda. Dobra, mamy mokrą chusteczkę. I siatka? Chyba krata.
This is the way to the patient's cells. No one is allowed to go there at night.
No,
The nurse won't let me go to the cells this late at night. I've got to find another way inside.
tak. Mamy kolejne zdanie, musimy tam się dostać w jakiś sposób.
I can't open it. She would see me.
No tak. Tu jeszcze był jakiś kosz na śmieci. No, tu jest rzeczy do oglądania, ale widać, że duże miejsce.
Trash. It's mostly old papers.
Oj tam, oj tam. Może byś coś tam znalazł.
Terrible weather.
Tak. O, tutaj jest kanał. James wydostał się kanałem, jak wiemy. Kanał.
A sewer. Maybe the main output of the ventilation system of the building.
Niestety kanałem się tam nie dostaniemy. Okay, idziemy tutaj. Może tędy się dostaniemy. Mamy śmietnik.
A few beer bottles, old containers and rusty cans. Just rubbish.
Same śmieci.
Syringe. Looks quite clean.
Strzykawka wygląda na czystą, tak. Na pewno strzykawka, która została wyrzucona do śmieci, musi być na pewno czysta, tak.
It's dirty, but not broken.
A, teraz jest brudna, ale sprawna. Ciekawe, kogo będziemy strzykać. Komu będziemy robić zastrzyk. To młotek. Młotek też nam się przyda, ale troszeczkę później. Jeszcze jakiś śmietnik.
Old junk destroyed by wind and rain. There's no point messing with it.
A tu małe okienko. Czy jakieś butelki. Do drzwi pójdziemy trochę później.
Few bottles of beer. The labels are not very damp. The bottles haven't been out long.
Oj. Węgiel.
A heap of damp coal. It would still burn well in a strong fire.
Zobaczmy to małe okienko.
I'll have a look.
Tutaj mamy cegłę wyróżniającą się. Potem będziemy tutaj coś robić z tą cegłą.
The middle rod seems to be loose. Maybe I could pull it out somehow.
To później wyciągniemy.
This must be the thermostat regulating the temperature of the ventilation. I can't see any controls on it.
Jeszcze słyszymy, że ktoś tam chodzi. I to będzie właśnie... że kolejne zadanie. A to już w kolejnym odcinku to wykonamy. No tu jeszcze jest cmentarz. Ten szpital ma cmentarz.
Everyone who died within the walls of the sanatorium rests here. A gloomy place.
Oczywiście, że postępne. Coś tu jest ciekawego do oglądania. W tylnej części cmentarza. Tam na razie nie chcę iść. Nic nie mam do oglądania. Dobra, to myślę, że skończymy w tym miejscu. Także mam nadzieję, że odcinek wam się podobał. W kolejnym właśnie postaramy się wejść do samego Ashbury. Także dziękuję wszystkim za obejrzenie i do następnego razu.